Let's start. Okay, so welcome everybody. Welcome to today's webinar. As we have people still streaming in, I can see. I'll just tell you more about what we do. But before I do so, I'll do a poll again. Is this your first time, so that we know what to do as well? Okay, so I'm launching the poll. Is this your first time attending our webinar? And we have seen a lot of new people coming in. Yes. Oh, today I've seen. Oh, there are a couple of new guys here. Oh, ooh, 6. That's good. That's good. Yes. So there are a lot of new people today here. So maybe I'll do some explanation. We have always a daily webinar where Jin will walk through his thoughts and ideas for a specific currency each day, or any currency that are worth noting, worth explaining as well, additional. So on usual, Monday will be Aussie and New Zealand. Tuesday, we'll talk about the Euro. Wednesday, Pound. Thursday, Yen and Gold. Friday, the CAD and the oil prices as well. So today, today is Wednesday, so Jin will be talking about the pound itself. It's good. Usually, usually the webinar is very beneficial to the long-term and the short-term traders both. During this session, Jin will go through you what will move us the prices. Excuse me. Possible trade ideas, highlight potential targets and risks for you to do your trading today. Just a quick disclaimer itself, any information shared during this session is not intended to be a trade recommendation, but it's solely the opinion and views of Jin. So please remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trades as well. For those new here, my name is Daniel. I've known Jin for many years now, first as a student and now as a business partner at Forex Briefcase. Jin has helped me so much in my trading to be consistent and profitable that now I'm actually doing a full-time trading myself as well. Jin has run LCMS Traders and Forex Briefcase. Also as a trading coach, he's also a $1 million trader managing AUM of more than $7 million. And what this means that he's been trading, invited to speak at many seminars globally. In fact, we'll be here because you may have actually seen him present at the event or attended one of his courses before. So while we just get started, I'll do one more poll, okay? Just to understand where you come from, so that we could appreciate you, help us, so that we know where we could put our channel's efforts to as well. So please do put a poll. Okay, you have Traders Club members. That's great. Telegram, Facebook. So if you have friends who are trading Forex or interested in knowing what's happening in the market, especially Forex, do share with your friends to join us, so that they can benefit this as well. Okay, so maybe Jin, let me pass it back to you.
Hey, there's 26 of us, well, 26 of you guys in here, and only 16 have responded to that poll. So come on, the other 10 of you who's sitting there, I'm pretty sure it's an anonymous poll. So you can just click away. I don't know who you are. Click away. Let me know where you're coming from. All right. So as I wait for the other 9 to click away, as a result of the poll, to get a better result of the poll, we are on Facebook Live in Forex Trading Asia. So, jump into that group, click share, get this video shared out, and get more people onto this. We do, as Daniel has said, we do this on daily. It is free. It is there to guide you on your trading for the day. I speak about different currency pairs for each day. So I hope it is a good resource to your overall trading for the day and for the week, and especially for those of you who are Trader Club members already, I know for sure this has been an amazing resource to your overall trading journey. Okay, so today is about pound, GBP, USD. If you have any questions, put it in the group chat in Zoom. You can also, if you are joining us on Facebook Live, put it in the comment section. One of the guys will be watching. They will let me know and read out your questions if anything comes up. All right. So I hope you have been trading well. Yesterday's market has moved slightly according to what we anticipated, which also meant that there was a lot of sitting out and not doing anything. So let's hope that we could get into a bit more trades into this week, into the day, and into the remainder of the week. Who has been making money so far for the past 2 days? Give me a big thumbs up. All right, Robbie with the coaching and the money. Anyone else? Teo, Jinwei, another Jinwei here. I think Jinwei's my good friend Jinwei with the thumbs up as well. So you know that if you're going to make money, you have to change your name to Jinwei because the two Jinweis here have been making money. All right. It's a weird morning for me, so let's get started before I say anything more crazy. Okay, here we go. Pound US dollar on the daily time frame. Again, why I look at it on the daily time frame, to give us a broader view of the market. And also I know, especially for the pound US dollars, I have a lot of friends and investors in the UK, in Hong Kong, in Canada, dealing with property in the UK as well. So they do look at this in the medium and longer term time frames. So, you know, they usually reach out to me asking me where do I see the pound heading. So this is why I do this in a daily time frame as well. Last week I said that the pound US dollar was likely to come down, test this support level of 1.2128, and then possibly shoot up because of a weaker US news, or weaker US dollar resulting from weaker US news. That happens slowly, slower than I expected, but it is happening now. We have seen the pound come down. Let me move this away so I can zoom in for you. We have seen the pound come down exactly as planned. Didn't shoot up as quickly, but right now it's bouncing off this support level, right? So as I told all of you, the Trader Club members on our Monday call, you know, it is probably going to do what it does. It's probably going to come down to this support level and bounce back up. It's not always going to be a confirmed thing, you know, no, the likelihood is high, right? But for it bouncing up, am I looking to buy this back upwards towards the 1.2621 level? You know, probably not. You know, I would love to say that, you know, a 200 pip stop with a 300 pip, 350, 400 pip take profit would be a fantastic trade. You know, it's a 1 to 2. You guys love risk reward ratios of 1 to 2. That could be a fantastic trade, but I don't actually think that moving up to 400 pips is a likely scenario. It could very well happen, but I think that in terms of likelihood, it's probably not super high. I see that we could see some upside to the pound, maybe about 150 pips up. So, you know, I'm thinking that we could see it move up a little bit before coming back down to test this support level again. All right, so quite straightforward. You know, based on how price has been moving, it's bouncing off that support level, especially on a daily time frame. You know, we could see it move up, continue to move up a little bit more over today and tomorrow. A little bit of a weakness in the US dollar coming through, and then after that, you know, we might probably see more economic data, a little bit of firmness in the US dollar, and then coming back down to test that 1.2128 level. Okay, so that's the overall view of how I see pound. I will tell you the triggers about that later. On the H4, so H4, actually we could see that based on the indicators and a bit of the price action, how it's holding at this 1.2270 level. You know, it seems like it could come back down even quite quickly. So it probably might not even go up 150 pips. I might adjust this to say that maybe I'll flatten it out a little bit more and then say that it's probably going to come down from there. All right, so I think that, you know, it still can move up or sit across for a little bit before coming back down. I think I will leave it to you to get the overall feel or rather my overall view of where the market is heading, especially for the pound US dollar. Slight upside, a little bit of upside, overall still a downside move. Makes sense so far? Robbie, give me a nod if it makes sense. Awesome. Okay, so quite straightforward in terms of the pound US dollar. What I wanted to, I mean, pound US dollar, usually when I do the pound US dollar sessions, it's quite short and sharp because I'm only talking about one currency pair. So I want to touch a bit about a few other things that I've seen was quite interesting or is forming up to be quite interesting. The euro pound that we spoke about yesterday, and I've been speaking about it to death already, has been one of the super interesting ones where, you know, that was a nice straddle. It shot up yesterday. I did say that we probably could see it come back down a little bit. So it has sat there at this level of 0.8920. Whether it's going to go back up, I think that if we see a little bit of upside in the pound before that move downwards, with that move downwards, this could push pound US euro pound a little bit higher. So, you know, if I were to jump back into this euro pound territory, we could see, you know, for a very small trade, maybe a 30 pip stop for a 30 pip take or even more. So this could be one where you keep stop very tight, right? Wait, let me just get that. You keep stop right tight at about 30 and try and make that 100 as well. So another possible trade opportunity, I'm not going to say it's a trade idea, I'm not going to say it's a trade signal, I'm not going to recommend you to enter this trade, but it's a trade opportunity that you want to pay attention to. Sounds good? All right. So we got the pound US. I'll jump into the triggers of what could move the pound US dollar in that direction. All right. Before that, short digression into Traders Club. I've mentioned Traders Club many times. Traders Club, I know a few of you, well, most of you are already on Traders Club members. You know, so Trader Club members, if you can help me out a little bit, looking at all the regulars, put it in the chat, put it in the Zoom chat, and tell everyone else who is not, you know, how amazing Traders Club has been for you. I would appreciate that massively. Okay, so Traders Club is a private group, you know, $49 a month or $199 a year. At $199 a year is less than $1 a day. Basically, if you take your trading seriously, you have to join Traders Club. You have to. Why? Because it's going to be massively beneficial to your overall trading, your profitability in your trading. Why I say that, right? We put out all the signals, right? So signals are all there. You come from Telegram channel. We fire out the signals first in Traders Club with all the analysis behind why we enter the trade, right? The step-by-step analysis behind why we enter the trade. You can ask questions. I know Frankie is on this call right now, and Frankie has been amazing with his questions, you know, finding out why we're entering a trade. Can we enter earlier? Can we get out later? You know, what are the triggers, the support, the resistance, the indicators? All the questions that you have in there, you can ask, right? And you not only make a profit, you learn from the signals. You learn how to trade. Frankie, if you are on this call, if I know you are, you know, put it in the chat. Tell me that whether you have learned, whether you found the analysis and the questions and answers beneficial to your trading, right? So we have a lot of signals. All the signals analysis are there with the charts telling you whether to get out at TP1, 2, or 3. If you do this on Telegram, you're only blindly following. This one, we actually guide you and tell you why we're getting out at levels 1, 2, or 3. Yesterday, Derek posed a question about the Eurozone proposing, France and Germany in the Eurozone proposing a 500 billion euro recovery fund. I misread that when Derek asked that question. I thought it was a purchasing of bonds, pushing money into the Eurozone. But actually, when I read this again, it's actually putting money aside to try and stimulate the economy. So I think there might be some positivity which you guys have commented in there saying that there's a positivity and optimism which could bring to the Eurozone. So, we see a little bit of firmness in the euro dollar. However, I like what Tommy said, it's still a proposal, hasn't been accepted. Most usually, I think it will go through, but we could probably see the impact of it not as significant as we expect. Okay, Powell speaking in his live stream, we've talked about it. Kenneth comes up with a 9 p.m. Update. Every day after my currency call at 11 a.m., he does a 9 p.m. update telling you whether the trade ideas are still valid, whether you should be looking at it, whether whether it's invalid, whether the market has moved against what I spoke about at 11 o'clock. So giving you the updates as well. And tonight we actually have a coaching call. So coaching call, let me find that wherever it is. Well, we have weekly calls on Mondays, we have coaching calls on Wednesdays, guiding you through different aspects of trading, how to look at trend, draw a support resistance, analyze news. Tonight is news, so Trader Club members and those members to be 8:30 tonight. We have a news analysis, how to trade the news, how to analyze the news, fundamentals. Everyone hates fundamentals. We love fundamentals. So attend tonight's session at 8:30. Okay, short intermission over. Let's jump into the fundamentals. Today, no big red news. But does that mean that we're not going to see anything important happen? No. Right. So this actually touches back to how to analyze news and what news to pay attention to. 2 p.m. today, pound is actually talking about, it's going to be releasing their CPI year on year. CPI is an inflation number. An inflation number is going to be directly related to what the Bank of England does, right? So with inflation expected to go from 1.5% to 0.9%, we could see lower inflation, right? Lower inflation is actually not going to be fantastic for the Bank of England or for the UK economy as a whole, right? So because of that, this inflation number is going to be important, whether they're going to do more stimulus, whether they're going to cut rates. There has been talk about the UK going into negative rates, whether they're going to do more QE, right? So there are three tools which the Bank of England could be doing, so could be implementing. So those are the things. This is why the inflation number is going to be quite important to see what tool they employ to combat this low inflation. They don't want to get into a deflationary cycle. Okay, so today 2 p.m. we could see pound jumping quite a little bit. This is also one of the reasons why I see that if we see a CPI number of 0.8, 0.7, 0.8, which I think is not going to go to 0.9. I think it might be at 0.7, 0.8. We could see some weakness into the pound US dollar. That's why I see that little bit of a horizontal move, slight upwards or horizontal move before that turn down. And then nothing much. Governor Bailey speaking tonight for the pound. All right, so that could move the market tonight at 9:30 as well, because he's testifying with MPC members on the economic impact of COVID-19. So they could be before the Treasury Select Committee. So they could be speaking about more stimulus, speaking about lower rates, speaking about QE. All these kind of things will move the pound US dollar. And tomorrow we have Aussie news. We have the Euro news as well. So tomorrow will be interesting, where we see a lot of Euro news coming through. Actually, I spoke a lot about this. I'm not going to go through that again because I spoke a lot about the PMI yesterday when I spoke about the Euro. So make sure you watch yesterday's video. US dollar PMI, Powell speaking, and then we have retail sales. This is going to be important. Friday, 2 p.m., retail sales number for the UK was minus 5.1%, expected to be minus 15.8%. I do believe that we could see 15, maybe 16, maybe 17 as well, maybe even 18, right? So I personally, I feel that we could see quite a negative number coming from the retail sales in the UK, right? Because everybody has been locked in. There has been a lot of a negativity across consumer sentiment, and as consumer sentiments get hit, first thing that gets hit is retail numbers, because people are not working, they're not earning. If they're not earning, they're not spending, right? So, and also because they are stuck at home, they can't spend. So retail sales number are likely to drop. If retail sales number go massive to even up to minus 18%, we will see that weakness in the pound US dollar. All right. So any questions at this point in time? Any questions at this point in time? Good. I see Derek said about Traders Club, Frankie said about Traders Club, Robbie as well. Any questions? You guys happy? Any other charts you want me to look at? Robbie's thinking, what charts? What chart should I get Jin? What chart should I get Jin to look at? Right? Okay, I'll tell you what. I want to look at this. I know I'm talking about yen tomorrow. I know, but this is too interesting not to speak about yen, or the pound yen in particular, because of pound, right? So it has come up to a, pound yen has bounced up. I said that last time I said it could come down, but bounced up. Right now it is at about a 13215 level. At this point, I think that it looks primed to come down. All right, so if it does come down, we could see a good 100 pip move downwards, a possible very tight stop at about 50, so maybe 50 to 120 or 100 pips. So that's another thing on my watch list I'm paying a bit more attention to, a 50 pip stop to a possible 100 pip take profit. Okay, so again, that's my thoughts. Do your own analysis, but this is on my watch list at this point in time. Alrighty, so that is all I have to share at this point. Oh wait, Jay is asking pound New Zealand. Ooh. All right, let me bring that up. Okay, so not a pair that I look at much or at all, but let me bring this up. Pound New Zealand dollar. All right, so pound New Zealand dollar. Wow, look at those lines. Look at those lines. So let me just zoom in a little bit. A quick analysis on the pound New Zealand dollar. I would say resistance levels are there, support levels are about there, and the next one at about there, right? So I think that looking at the way it's moving, it looks quite straightforward. We could see further downside in the pound New Zealand dollar. 200 something pip stop with a possible 400, 500 pip take with an intermission possibly at about 300 pips. So possible more downside movements to the pound New Zealand dollar. It goes in line with how we see possible weakness in the pound. On Monday, I spoke about the New Zealand dollar possibly going up, testing that resistance, coming back down. It has gone up further. However, I think at this point, it is possibly going to come back down as well. So, but if it doesn't and it continues going back up, it will fit quite nicely with the pound New Zealand, the movement of the pound New Zealand dollar, where I think that we could see it move further down. I'm a bit hesitant to say that it will get to the 1.95 level, but possibly towards the 1.98 or 1.98 level, 1.9850 level is going to be most viable possibly needs a bigger push towards the 1.95 level. All right. That was a quick share about pound New Zealand dollar. Personally, I trade mostly the major pairs, the major currency pairs, just to, with 9 currency pairs alone, that's more than enough for me to, well, generate a profit, keep me busy. So my students know that I don't really look at too many cross pairs, not super adventurous, more about that consistency, more about that constant approach to the consistent results. All right, so Daniel, you take it back. Yes, you're on mute, by the way.
Okay, sure. Good. So the very good review of the pound. I hope everybody got that. Yes. So once you got that, you can review your trades today and make sure you do your own analysis. And then any trades you want to do, please do, especially pound yen as well. So I'm going to launch another poll of a review of today's session. Let us think what you think about today's webinar. Okay. Okay, and by the way, a recording of this video will definitely be uploaded. Yeah. Okay, and so thank you for joining these sessions today. So remember, tomorrow is Thursday. We'll be talking about yen and gold. So do make sure to come back, and we look forward to see you as well. Okay. Yeah. Okay. As usual, there'll be one person who says could be longer, more analysis and coaching. So it'll be great to let us know what else you want to know. Because I think it's quite comprehensive. It's pretty good. Okay, Amy said.
Frankie, coaching tonight is at starts at 8:30. 8:30. For those of you who are asking about Traders Club, what you can do is go onto Facebook, search for Traders Club, LCMS Traders Club, or actually, Chimwei, can you help me out by posting the link for Traders Club in the chat, so that you can also click on the link, find out more about Traders Club from there, and also, join from there as well. There you go, lcms.com.sg/Traders Club. Straightforward. So join, click that, find out more, get all the info, and also you can join through that link as well. All right. So I did notice that Daniel said the session was good for your reviews and all that. Don't use this session as a review, right? Use this as a support to your own trading. I hope that many of you are watching this, listening, and taking action in terms of your trades, right? Because the only way you go through this and analyze and actually take action and see a result, that's the whole purpose of why we're doing this. I want to help you get positive results in your trading. Amy, we will be doing yen tomorrow. So tomorrow is yen and gold. KK, yes, this will be recorded. This is recorded. It will be on YouTube. It will also be on Forex Trading Asia to be watched as well. So YouTube will be there on the channel, LCMS Traders channel. Good. Someone just joined, so they just came in late right at the end. All right. So for the person who just joined, we are done. We are done. This is meant to keep short and sharp. Get you all the information, get you trading, get you profitable. I will see you tomorrow. Yen, US yen, Euro yen, pound yen, and gold. Reserve currency, reserve commodity day. Thank you all for attending. See you tomorrow. Oh well, see you tonight, 8:30 Trader Club members. And then for those of you who are not members, see you tomorrow, 11 a.m. Bye-bye now. Thank you.
Thank you.